2 years ago, I embarked on a journey to chronicle an impending crisis in agriculture through a series of videos. This crisis, born out of innovations in biological technology, has favored high yields at the severe cost of soil health. In the three-part series, the first act, The Past, delves into the seismic shift in USDA farm policy sparked by the 1973 Farm Bill. This policy, echoing the aggressive mantra of "get big or get out," has since served as the framework for all USDA programs. Big ag corporations are booming. The second act, The Present, spotlights the environmental toll of our current monocropping agriculture. Corn-soybean rotation reigns supreme over 75% of Midwest cropland. The majority of these crops goes to make carbon-based fuel. Exports were the long-term plan to eliminate farm subsidies, but we know that's now not working. What is used for humans, less than 2%, is turned into over 1,000 ingredients for our highly processed food supply. After half a century of maximum yield policy, our rivers, wells, and lakes have become so polluted that they can no longer sustain life. Picture a hypoxia zone in the Gulf of Mexico, roughly the size of Chicago, a 60 by 100 mile barren wasteland devoid of life. The repercussions extend beyond the environment. The cancer rate in Iowa has been skyrocketing over the past decade, outpacing anywhere else in the U.S. In the final act, The Future, we journey to the northern plains of Montana. Here, farmers have broken free from the shackles of monocropping, embracing diverse pulse crops. When Midwest farmers see this, they often respond, "Well, they have to do this. They don't get enough rain to grow corn and soybeans." But that misses the point entirely. These northern plains farmers have ingeniously maximized limited resources in a climate where annual rainfall is dwindling. The key to their success? Reviving their soil. This not only preserves moisture, but also curbs weed and pest pressures, allowing the soil to replenish its nutrients for a bountiful harvest. Now, just in the past couple of years, the most creative farmers are going many steps forward in reducing the use of industrial chemical farming. I recently met Damian and Steve Skierka, who farm 5,000 acres south of Chester, Montana. They are experimenting with growing multiple crops using regenerative farming practices. This practice not only optimizes their land use, but also enriches their yields diversity, helping control weeds and pests.
The first intercrop that we experimented with was chickpeas and flax, and that's probably kind of an entry crop for most people. That was the thing that first got our attention due to the fact that in this article I read, they explained you could eliminate the ascochyta, which is a fungal disease that chickpeas are always subject to it, and you spray a lot of fungicide to control the ascochyta. We have not had to spray fungicide on any of the trials that we've done. When you intercrop, you have to think about what kind of competition are you making for yourself above the surface, and then what kind of competition are you making in the root zone. So chickpea comes up and it grows more like this as it comes up. A flax plant grows nice and straight. It doesn't do this like a chickpea plant does. It more just grows straight up. You don't have near the competition. There are two different types of plants above ground. There are two different types of root systems below ground. We tried mixing them together. We tried seeding them in alternate rows. We tried seeding them different directions. We tried different seeding rates. We did a lot of trials to figure out what worked the best. At the end of the day, the one that seems to come through year in, year out is seed alternating rows. So a row of chickpeas and a row of flax, a row of chickpeas and a row of flax. Set your combine up and you set all your settings for chickpeas and you just go harvest chickpeas. And when you get all said and done, the flax is just in the tank. You almost don't have to think about it. It's almost that simple.
However, the harvested grains need to be meticulously sorted into individual seeds before they can be sold into the market. Any material not of that variety, referred to as foreign matter, is subtracted from the final sales weight. For the grain to be accepted for human consumption, as opposed to animal feed, this foreign matter must be diligently separated out. This is where the Skierka's creativity truly shines. They've designed a unique machine that efficiently performs the task of separating and cleaning their crops. This remarkable system enables them to deliver an exceptional quality of produce directly to their end customers.
We have 3 augers under the floor. Screenings auger. It doesn't have to be screenings, but generally one of them takes the screening, one of them has clean grain, and one of them has a re-clean option. So that it then goes to the next cleaner, gets re-cleaned again. With our cleaners now, with my current cleaner, when I run a sample across it, we're probably down to 1/10%, maybe 100%. My guys kind of laugh all the time at the fact that you can separate a lot of chickpeas and flax, and the whole thing fit into a 300 bushel bin, let's say, when you started. And when you separate them, now you need 2 300 bushel bins. So this summer we had yellow peas, chickpeas, flax, safflower, spring wheat, winter wheat. Oh, we had winter canola, no mustard this year. We put in an alfalfa mix this year that was about a four-way mix, with alfalfa being the base. We always cover crop some ground every year. We try to keep about 10% in a cover crop rotation.
Adding a touch of nostalgia to their farming operation is a vintage grain elevator. This charming relic, relocated to their farm from a town 50 miles away, stands as a testament to their deep respect for farming traditions. Despite their isolation in rural Montana, the Skierka families serve as an inspiring example of how to blend traditional and modern practices. Their innovative farming techniques, coupled with their respect for the soil, truly sets them apart in the world of agriculture.
We're in an area in Montana where the traditionally accepted method of farming is a crop fallow method. So you put in a crop this year, and then half your farm is in crop, the other half sits idle over the entire summer to try to collect all the moisture from all the rains that we get this year and just store it up in the ground for next year's crop.
So far, the Skierkas keep these intercropping experiments to a minimum. A barrier for the Skierkas is that the USDA's crop insurance program makes it difficult to insure multiple crops on the same field simultaneously. There's already plenty of risk for these Golden Triangle farmers, with annual rainfall often below 10 inches per year. The Skierkas and other progressive farmers are pushing for the USDA to change its policies to encourage and expand intercropping. What is holding the USDA back from fully supporting these regenerative farming practices? Who would be against minimizing tillage? Who would be against eliminating the need for chemicals? Who would be opposed to farmers growing high-quality food that can be marketed directly to consumers? Please forward this and let our representatives know what the people think.